Okay, now. Wow. What advice would you give to someone just trying to, change his or her lifestyle, to start living a healthy lifestyle? As you said, start taking this as a culture, as a lifestyle. What advice do you give?
Okay, for me, it's a very personalized question, ma'am, because I started my journey slightly differently. I found it really difficult because of the kind of job I do and the kind of time zones I was on. Again, this is where you might have to allude to your faith. I think the common denominator in this room is that as Nigerians, Africans generally, we tend to be a little spiritual. I think this is where you clearly invite God to take charge. I also incurred quite quickly the exercise of getting on my knees as constantly as I can and ask, very earnestly that God should lead the way, help me in certain difficulty, because it's just something that you have to be very intentional about. It's not something you can wake up and say that. It's almost like unlearning stuff you've learned from childhood. It's extremely difficult. So the way was that I prayed constantly about it, and then I decided that my will, it's about will really, your will has to be supreme. I just needed to live better. I needed to, for my kids, for my family, for people that depend on me, and for myself mostly. I just needed to live better. And the only way that I thought I could do it was to change my lifestyle completely, change and unlearn stuff that I've learned over the years. And so it was a very particular one for me that I put God first in my pursuit, put a total revamp of my lifestyle. And then, if you're willing and you're ready to put in the work, because it is work in itself. Yeah. When everybody's sleeping 6 a.m. and you're waking up to go and exercise, it's intentional.
Yeah.
It's not easy. When everybody's eating apple and bitter leaf soup at 2 a.m., I hear somebody saying that very right. They can change that lifestyle. If I tell you to get up now, you go, So I beg, Mama, change for the kids. I see you, Mama. I don't want to talk much, but you understand. So we have to do better. The motivations around you, you want your kids. We're happy when generally everybody around us is healthy. Okay? You can't chase goals. You can't do anything if you have a sick household. You can't do anything, I promise you. I don't care if you put your kids in Harvard. I don't care if you have $1 billion. I don't care if you look like a Greek goddess. The fact that you're unhealthy, it means you cannot be happy. That's just the simple fact of it. Okay? So she can live that lifestyle by herself. She's fine. But she's extending it to everybody in this room and beyond in the entire state because of her willingness to bring people into the fold or what she thinks is good. If you get the part of your health in order, every other thing in your life will fall in order, and that's the promise.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. You can't thank you enough.
Thank you.
Now, I know you have your brothers here, our students are here, our sisters are here, and I know they will love to ask you some questions.
Of course.
And from the youth, I think we'll have maybe 1 or 2 people, but students, my students, 2 people will ask you questions from there, and maybe 2 from the youth too.
Yes.
I hope you're okay.
Can we take more actually? I don't know.
Oh, you know?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
That's always okay.
That's wonderful.
And the speaker could say there's no worry about education based on no worry, as in no worry, as in I want to on I can be an enjoy. So worry go see no worry I don't like you. No braki is as in I don't like you. If you don't want no braki is me that same food or prepare something in there. So I should know why. Let's say for example, kita, I'm not kita. I'm like as in yam. na ihe dị gachi. Achọrọ m ka ọ kọwara anyị nwa based on ji ahụ ka ị ga nwere different types of as ihe ga-eji ji ahụ wee si. So that is what I want to ask. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
What should I?
But do you really get what?
I get the alternatives. Yeah.
Alternatives.
Yeah, the alternatives. So basically, ma'am, you're asking the healthy alternatives to your everyday food, your everyday diet plan. So there's, I think, the one common denominator, when everything comes together, is when you consume everything at a moderation. Okay? There has to be a level to it. Yam is fine to eat. But now, when you decide to make yam a career, every day, PIA, you convert it to pan yam, PIA, you convert it to fried yam, PIA, then that's when it's all going wrong. You understand? So it is just about moderation. And then, of course, taking into cognizance the content of the soup or whatever sauce you eat with it. So if you outrightly go and say you're using, for instance, vegetable oil, you're using certain fats, you're putting so much, because a lot of people think consuming beef, for instance, is a form of enjoyment, especially in the East. And I tell you about or war. No, it doesn't. Somebody got sitting here, half cow, not brag about it. Now, no. You know, nature, no life. You just ate 10 years of your life away from that thing. I promise you, that's what it is. So it's all about moderation and finding the healthy alternatives to it. What you need is a culinary expert, somebody that is a good cook, that understands the rudiments of using certain ingredients to cook. I won't sit here and tell you I'm an expert. You have an expert here. Okay? Look at all these books. You have to research, you have to read, you have to update your mind on how to do it. Okay? I'm an Anambra man. We don't do kitchens. I don't understand what happens in that space. You understand? Well, you have a first lady. There's a foremost expert that's made a business out of healthy living, out of eating alternative food that is great for you. So you can't look any further than that, like I said before. All right? Just read some of these books. Ask some of these questions to her. And what's that food? Come by sometime and eat you enjoy it. It's try yam. Life can change you. Irapi siewu and obongo or yena. Irapi aka. Other than you got for any reason there. Thank you so much.
Darling, thank you so much. Thank you. My sister adding to Oku everything. Manema, healthy alternatives are in but you go to supermarkets and when you have a poundo yam. That's the more reason they assume. Read the labels, read the ingredients. That poundo yam or whatever had a day, and what I am doing here, there is no yam. So you always know what you're eating. Even every day, a lot of them, no matter if it's happening. So, I'm going to carry in my feeding because you really need food with fiber. Fiber is very important. Okay, help clean it. And as he said, about 2 a.m., you need things like that to be heavy. Don't eat it very late. 5 o'clock, you need to go things to be heavy. I go later, something light also. But eating the way fiber, okay, help. Fiber now work like a sponge. It helps cleanse you up. That's why you say, whatever you're putting in your body, know what it is. There are a lot of healthy alternatives in the market. Yam a good food, but as he said, good quantity. Oburi beji, wele food, makanoso, so near one food, office, BPA with chemicals, same as Iyke, so. I equals man. Yes.
Thank you. I have the second and last question from you before we go to the student.
Thank you very much, Excellency, for this privilege you are giving to us. My question is, Jimai.
I forgot something. I forgot something.
I don't know what's the problem, but I'm happy meeting with Jimai.
I think I should make you my manager, man.
He's my number one in food industry. That's why we walk. My question is, Tina, you said you eat once a day. I want to know the time.
Okay.
The time.
Again, we go. What my excellency said earlier. It's now if you wake up in the morning, I'm going to go into the biology of it quickly, okay, and explain within 1 minute. When you wake up in the morning, two hormones squeeze your liver, okay, for sugar. It's called cortisol and glucogen. Now, when they squeeze your liver, it releases just enough sugar, natural sugar that you require for your task in the morning. Your body is energized already. That's why you can wake up in the morning, go to the gym, work out well. There's absolutely no problem. You can perform a lot of tasks in the morning without actually feeling tired. Now, when you go ahead and start eating this heavy breakfast that consists of sugar, mostly sugar, from your fries to your potatoes to the drinks, what you call the foods and all that, you are adding too much sugar already and sending the wrong message to your body. Okay? And at the end of the day, your sugar spikes. And then there's a problem already with that. But if you allow yourself from that time to about 11, at the very least 11 a.m., your body would have depleted all this natural sugar, natural God-given sugar that your liver was squeezed here to put in your body. It will deplete it. Whatever you feed it from 11 to 6, your metabolism is working at its peak at that time. You will be fine. Anything after 7, 8, like she said, you go start eating alternative pound yam and adding bread. Eat quite in one thing, you're killing yourself after that. Trust me. It takes the body about 24 hours to digest the food you put in it. So every time you eat extra meal on it, your body is telling you that's what you can eat. And if you notice lately you're tired, you want to go to sleep. That's your body telling you, wait, let me work on this. Let me extract the nutrients I need from this. Go to sleep, let me do my work. Or rest, let me do my work. Then the more you feed it food, at the end of the day, your body composition is all confused. It's like digesting one, we look at another one, don't you inside. I can't even cook out, you go the third one, come back inside, So it's a real conflict of interest biologically for you. So if you can stay between, not eat from morning till 11, then eat your heaviest meal. I eat whatever I want to eat. Anything I want to eat, I eat it between 11 to 7. After that, you take it easy, you shut down, your body will naturally go to work to do the proper things designed to do.
Mr. Jimai, good afternoon, my parents. My name is Muswingi, a noble student of St. Patrick's College. So I want to ask what my parents have already said, or my mother. She said about, you said...
Is she your mom? I just want to...
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Sorry for interrupting. I just wanted to clarify that. Okay, what's your question?
I got confused when you said eating once a day. And I wanted to ask, the eating once a day, is it proper to eat, okay, let me just say, after meal, then add to fruit, then add fruit?
Let me clarify that. This is a personalized, tailored experience for me. This is how I live. It doesn't have to be the same for you. You can eat as many times as you want in the day. What we're saying is that eat at the right time and you'll be fine. Besides, you're still quite young, you're a baby, so your metabolism is obviously working at its peak right now. Okay? So don't eat bad food. That's what we're saying. Eat healthy food, eat organic food, eat it at the right time, you'll be fine. Okay? But when you get to a certain stage in life, it will do you even better if you eat once a day. But right now, at this level where your metabolism is working, and the fact that you need even more food than most of us, we've advanced a bit. We don't have to go into all that. So the whole point is, eat as much as you can, eat healthily, eat in a good time. Yeah.
You said that you have not gone to hospital for about 10 years now.
Longer.
Longer than
years now. How? I want to ask you.
I say,
I
how? Okay.
I sat down. He said how? I sat down somewhere and materialized in the hospital and they checked. No, what I'm saying, young man, is I go for checkups twice a year. What at the end of the day, summarily, the idea is that I've never walked into a hospital and I had to exchange money for treatment. I've never had to pay a doctor because he said I have dysentery or I have issues with my heart or my body in any sense. So my business with hospitals has always been to confirm an extension of the lifestyle I already live. I walk in there, he conducts his test. In 3 days, without fear, I know the result that's coming to me, which is that I'm healthy, extremely. So I do this twice a year, just to reassure myself that I'm on the right path. I'm on the right pursuit. This is a lifelong pursuit. I cannot give myself any chances of letting up. Because the reason is because the reason I live a healthy lifestyle and I get this result is because of the choices, the obvious choices I've made. So that is how I get into office.
Wow. So I think we are done with the questions.
Thank you
so thank you so much. And I wish you can continue the whole day, but we have other things a lot lined up today.
Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you.
Thank you.